I can't trust no bitch. I don't like little bodies in a big Bentley with a Spanish mommy, make her call me Poppy in it. I'm riding.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Good evening, everybody. Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Great to have you with us on 2K Sports. Tonight we'll see the Miami Heat playing against...
The Heat are out of Miami and into an interconference game. Battle of upstarts tonight. Both teams want to win, but also want to develop young talent. Brent, at this stage, is one goal more important than the other?
Yeah, I think development is first and foremost for each of these teams, Kevin. And sometimes you can learn more from losing than you can from winning. I was always told as a player growing up, when you lose, don't lose the lesson. The team right here with developing young talent needs to make sure that they adhere to that.
So the opening lineup for the Heat, Gary Harris is out there with Curry. Then there's Harris. Then it's Zeller, and it's Prince in at the small forward. Rubio dishes to Love. Hayward against Prince. Here's Love. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. Love's got the first points on the scoreboard for the Nuggets.
Love is awesome at reading the defense. When they're not up on them, he's going to let it rip.
And it's Harris off the drive, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
That's a talented guy getting too easy a look. Might have been a miscommunication on that one.
Well, just the first quarter, everyone's still getting adjusted. That said, on defense, you have to bring help sooner.
Hayward outside. With the teardrop, and it's good on the layup.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
And here are the Heat now, and going against Denver, their first meeting of the season.
And both of these sides were fighting tooth and nail for a playoff spot and split their season series at one apiece.
A nice shot by Zeller.
Defender must have felt like he ran into a brick wall right there. Really great screen set to give his teammate the wide open shot.
Rubio, the pass to Hollis Jefferson. It's a pick by Love. Pass to Vucevic. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
This is where you want the shots to come from, deep inside the paint and high percentage opportunities.
And you'll hear some say the sleeper of that 2015 draft was Rondé Hollis Jefferson. I mean, a fractured ankle his rookie season limited him to just those 29 games. But when healthy, he's shown he can be a force defensively.
And I know we want to assume these shots are going in. The defense definitely blew an assignment there, but still got lucky.
Pick by Zeller. Curry kicks to Harris. On the wing, Harris. Shot clock at 5. Over Love. And the basket by Harris. Harris has got his second basket of the night.
And defensively, this is a nightmare. He's already on a roll.
I love his will, his take charge attitude, the aggressiveness, all of that showing up here in the first.
Oh, and how about squeezing the orange as tight as he could there before the stuff?
Yeah, no way he's going to lose that thing on the way up. Curry dishes to Harris. For the 3. Rebound by the Nuggets. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
And you know what? Up against a weak defense, they were allowed to do pretty much whatever they wanted.
Yeah, what I like, though, besides that, is that they just didn't settle for it, because weak defenses, you could take bad shots. That's not what they did here tonight.
On its way from Curry for 2. Will not go. This is off the front iron. For Denver, they've gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Hollis Jefferson, the second effort. This one on the play. Bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Denver shooting their first free throw of the evening.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Curry kicks to Prince. In the corner, it's Harris. Zeller setting the pick for Harris.
I give some credit to the screen out there. That totally freed up the shooter to take advantage of that look.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Denver on top, up 3. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And work ethic, a big part of Steph Curry's success, as he was not a highly regarded 5-star recruit coming out of high school.
There's obviously ways that you can get better.
And he's certainly become not only a complete player, but the kind of true star guys that every team is looking to build around.
You know, when he was drafted, Steph was viewed by most scouts as a great shooter. Not a centerpiece, but boy, were they wrong.
Well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here. And the Nuggets, guys, what jumps out to you numbers-wise?
Boy, I tell you, it didn't take them long to find their rhythm. Strong offense through one.
A nice game plan coming in, and right now sticking to it. It's a nice lead that they have.
Ricky Rubio is out there with Hollis Jefferson. And it's Hayward. Then there's Kevin Love. And it's Vucevic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Harris outside. Harris a screen on Rubio. Curry gets the bucket.
Snaking around the screen, Curry using his teammates to find just a sliver of daylight. That's all he needs. Take a look at Mike Malone as he made the switch from the Sacramento Kings and made his way to the Rocky Mountain, and he's got these fans on a high. He wants a lot from his players. He's got a lot of youth on this roster and is treating each one of them fairly until one steps out as a superstar for the Nuggets.
And here's Love for 3. Miami's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Prince, the pass to Harris, and the rejection by Love.
Encouraging signs when Kevin Love is that intense on the defensive end. Swats that one away.
Prince dishes to Zeller for 3. Harris and the Heat, another 3. With this young roster that Malone is charged with, he has made some adjustments and rewarded players for stepping up to the task.
I think that's what you need to do with the young roster, but also Mike Malone, Kevin, I think is learning a bit more about how he wants to coach. He's learning a bit about these young players himself, so they have a nice bit of symmetry that's building around this basketball team that could produce a lot of successful seasons under his tenure. Man, you get so caught up in the bravado of someone scoring on you and you wanting to even the score. Unfortunately, he couldn't answer back.
Hollis Jefferson passes to Rubio. Trying to find Vucevic. Gets it to him. And it's Miami with the rebound. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
And it could have been a lot closer than it was down the stretch, though. They were terrific.
Yeah, that really was the difference. When it came down to crunch time, there was just no let-up. They made sure to finish strong and not allow any chance for the opponent to come back.
Stolen by Rubio. A floater, and he lays it up and in. Rubio's got 4 points this quarter.
And that's about as easy as it gets. Not many guys are going to blow wide open layups at the professional level like that.
Pick by Zeller. And Gary Harris is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
56 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Rubio with it. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Love in the post, guarded by Harris. Vucevic with the bucket.
Yeah, that's pretty much a perfect pass, and that's also alliteration.
They can go 2 for 1.
It's about being smart right now.
Harris kicks to Curry. Harris a screen on Rubio. Pick by Zeller. Back to Harris. Takes a 3. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. And it's 6 points for Gary Harris. Now Rubio. We've got 13 seconds left in the first half. Shot clock at 6. Picked by Vucevic. And that'll do it for the first half. Game time. It's time now to go. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime
Hello
Show.
again, everybody, along with Kenny the Jet Smith, and a pretty close game from the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. At the end of the period, they held a 3-point lead. They couldn't hold on to the slim lead they had at the start of the second quarter and headed into the locker room with the game all knotted up.
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. The Nuggets shooting from the field, 44%, not bad. Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. On the court for the Heat, we've got Prince. Zeller is out there with Harris. Then there's Stephen Curry. And it's Harris in at the 2 guard. 4 on the clock. Vucevic to the pass to Hollis Jefferson. Here's Rubio. Rubio can't get that one to fall. Miami's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Brent, you played briefly with the Heat. What was it like coming to this team mid-season and getting to play with a player who is revered by Miami fans in Alonzo Mourning?
Well, the thing that I always thought about with Alonzo Mourning was the intensity with which he played with, and to watch his approach both in practice and in his preparation to get ready for big-time basketball was the most impressive part of having an opportunity to suit up with a Hall of Famer in Alonzo Mourning.
And defensively, this is the opposite of how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, it's like 4 teenagers at home over the summer, just not enough activity. You've gotten your rest. It's time to man up.
He dishes it to Love. Over Harris. Love can't hit.
They look frustrated, 0 for 3. Not how you want to start the third quarter.
Back to Curry. Harris kicks to Prince. Zeller setting the pick for Prince. The 3. And Curry the bucket on the assist by Prince. Now it's a 5-point Heat lead.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Back to Rubio. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by Harris. Miami leading by 5. Outside for Curry. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Prince with it. Now defended by Hayward. Picked by Zeller. Harris kicks to Prince. Over Hayward. Love grabs the board. Denver's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And Vucevic kicks to Hayward. And the officials call a traveling violation.
And a moment here to check out the stats for Hayward. How the second half of the season has shaped up for him. 16th in scoring. And with a top 20 ranking in field goal percentage, you put the ball in his hands and he converts at a remarkable rate.
And like you were saying, one of the stronger scorers in the league. A tireless worker on the offensive end. And it's no wonder he's top 20 in points. Harris kicks to Curry. Zeller, a screen on Rubio. Curry dishes to Zeller. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 3 assists in the game.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agility.
And the shot goes in. Love's got his second bucket.
That's a shot that Kevin Love can make in his sleep. Somebody better wake up the D.
Zeller, a screen on Rubio. Here's Curry. Good D by Rubio.
Well executed, great rhythm. You've got to finish that one.
Well, it's like Thanksgiving out there, carving out space off the screen. Couldn't complete the play. When the guy is capable of so many things like that on the offensive end, anytime you lose sight of him, he's got a huge advantage.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Prince kicks to Curry. From past the arc. Hayward grabs the board.
And lots of credit for the team around him. They're picking up the slack here tonight. He just can't buy a bucket right now.
You too.
So it's Denver now. Vucevic to the pass to Rubio. Three-pointer, Hayward. It doesn't go for him. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Heat lead by 3. From the Pepsi Center in downtown Denver, we're back in a moment. Let's listen in on what Eric Spoelstra had to say to his team.
All right, put together.
All right, we welcome you back to what's been a hard-fought battle. Fourth quarter should be good. The Heat leading by 3. Hayward out there with Kevin Love. Then it's Ricky Rubio. And it's Vucevic. And it's Hollis Jefferson in at the 2 spot. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. And, here, there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup, and while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call it a foul shot or not, but sure enough they have. So he'll head to the free throw line. The Nuggets shooting 40% from the field. There's a good screen. Rubio outside. Love with the screen on Harris. Rubio dishes to Love. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio.
I respect Kevin Love's ability in these pick and roll sets. Makes contact with the screen and then rolls right to the right spot.
Pick by Zeller. Curry kicks to Harris. Dishes to Harris. 6 on the shot clock. Prince with it. Guarded now by Kevin Love.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
And with that, the Heat lead is cut down to 1 on the bucket from Hollis Jefferson. Miami's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. Pick by Zeller. Here's Prince. Another miss by Prince.
Yeah, another missed opportunity, and you can just see the frustration.
Yeah, when your shot's in the fridge like this, it's easy to lose your confidence, and that's why some of the most prolific scorers, they have short-term memories.
He misses the free throw. And it's tied up with that one.
He was able to tie it up, but he has to be disappointed that he could not give his team the lead.
Curry kicks to Prince. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Here's Harris from 13 feet. It goes down. And the Heat lead by 2.
And that's a correct way to run the pick and roll. Gary Harris gets a shot right in his comfort zone.
Here's Curry. Lays it in off the breakaway.
And this is what you love about the game. Superb defense, great steal, and just like that, they add 2 points to this narrow lead.
It's a pick by Love. A shot by Hayward, wide open. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio.
Well, you see the excellent skill set, and this is when you want to make an impact.
I feel like there's an uptick in the intensity as well. Fourth quarter, and it's closing time. He's a guy that lives for a big moment like that. Great focus and courage in the clutch.
Vucevic a screen on Curry. And Rubio kicks to Hayward. At the tip, and Love with his second chance points. Love's got 5 points in the quarter.
That's why Kevin Love with the ball right now is not a bad option.
Rubio against Curry. Shoots over Rubio, who's back up. And, hold on here. The official's making a call. He was fouled in the act of shooting, and we'll have 2 free throws coming right up. It looked like we were going to have a whistle on that.
And that tacks another big point onto the league. Great and one play, showing us now a little bit of that killer instinct.
3:05 left in the game. Lets it go from 11. Again, the miss by Hayward. He'd have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Harris kicks to Harris. Harris setting the pick for Prince. Over Hayward. Prince misses.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Vucevic a screen on Harris. Passes it to Hayward. Vucevic setting the pick for Hayward. Over Prince. And it's Hayward again missing. And so they choose to intentionally foul. He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6.
I think it's fair to say at this point that Steph Curry has shattered a lot of the expectations of what great shooting can be. It's a matter of how many years can the guy keep this up.
Denver calls timeout. They're behind by 7. 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Guys, what do you think?
Yeah, this has been rough all the way around. I mean, coming in with high hopes and then just now trying to finish the best they can.
And I think that's exactly what we're going to see. Fight all the way through, even to the bitter end.
.20 seconds left in the fourth. So it's Miami now. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. And so it's Miami winning this one. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to...
David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up for Greg.
Their voice in a way that nobody has done it. Tell the real story.